welcome everyone to the game that has everyone talking. Both teams will be wanting to put on a show for their supporters here, and anticipation in the stands is building nicely. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
To our players as they take the field. Manchester City.
It's a monster matchup.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down a serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
And that gets things running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this fella Yuri Tielemans, Peter, I don't think you get many better than him when it comes to connecting the team's attack and defence. Positional intelligence, that's what we're talking about. The way he can change rhythm in accordance to what's going on around him.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. And the play for a throw. Yehi. Bernardo Silva. Vardiol. Doku. Now it's Haaland. Vardiol. That's really well manoeuvred. Vardiol. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Rodri shifted upfield. Doku. Bernardo Silva. Here's Doku. Vardiol. Looking here to chip it through. And that pass just didn't quite work. The defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Are clearly looking to use the space at the flanks here.
With a view to what exactly, Jim?
Well, it can encourage the full-backs to get involved and increase their chances of more service into the box.
Onana wins the duel this time. Pau Torres aim forwards, and now the breakaway. Cash. Ambitious ball here. Now it's Watkins. And a chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Vardiol. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Yehi. Cherki. Yehi, gently done. And here's Watkins. Bailey. McGinn. Chooses to go back. McGinn! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Keeper has taken decisive action. And the cross comes in. Doku absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Pau Torres gets across to intercept that. Moved on forwards. Great defending, strong and determined. Haaland. Bernardo Silva. And here's Doku.
Doku really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
This interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's played forward. Cherki. Haaland. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Tielemans. Oh, there's a probing ball. That's a cute ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Yehi forwards and with intent. Aim forwards. Foden. And that's a key finish! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Foden. It's a lovely, neat pass. And there's the end of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So your views on the first half?
I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Tielemans. And the shot's on. And the shots! Real chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
You're talking about creating a problem for yourself? OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Oh, cracking ball. Shot, surely! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Bailey clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
There's the header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cherki. That's really well manoeuvred. Pau Torres, gently done. Tielemans. He'll try to keep this alive. And he's heaved it away. So who's he picking out? McGinn. McGinn! It's in! The breakthrough strike! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Aston Villa goal. After 59 minutes is number 7, John McGinn.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Cherki. Moved on forwards. Out to the right. Great run on the overlap here. Bernardo Silva gets over and intercepts. Cherki. And here's Haaland. Now it's Foden. He is just caressing the ball. Chance to shoot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running, that. We're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
McGinn, played out to the right. In with the challenge. Now then, the ball's come loose. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Rodri. And it's played forward. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Bernardo Silva does really well to win the ball there. Vardiol aimed forwards. Bernardo Silva. And here's Doku. Cherki. And here's Foden. Chance for a shot! And that could come back to haunt them.
Foden clearly knows that he let himself down there. He'd like another pop at that one, but that's not how it works.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Tries a measured ball.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. Well, with the introduction of such a tall lad now, we may well see a more predictable, lofty route forward, but it's still very hard to deal with that, you know, if they can affect it right.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Number 33. Number 26. Number 5.
That's really well manoeuvred.
John Stones.
Vardiol. Into the last 5 minutes. Watkins looking for a runner.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Rodri. Foden, now he's off and running. And it's O'Reilly. O'Reilly chips it through. And that's it. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
Look, I think a draw might have been a much fairer result today. It's just that